Hello.
Hi.
So Susanna and Ash, I'm having to hold the phone because I forgot the selfie stick. I don't know which is more embarrassing, the selfie stick or not. And we're doing a bit of a tour of some of the deals that we've done.
We are indeed.
We're talking through with you guys what we did with it, because hopefully that'd be helpful for you guys to think, oh, I could do that with a deal. What went right, so how we made money. What went wrong, so what mistakes we made, so that maybe you could avoid making those mistakes. So we are...
We're outside a property in Knoll. It's 4 flats. Oh, hang on. Just lost the microphone. There we go. Really.
So first mistake, don't lose your microphone.
There you go. I'm not
Are
that
you
one
in?
to be wearing it anyway. But there we go.
I think I speak louder because Ash is more gentle.
There we go.
Yes.
So yeah, it's 4 flats. We've got 2 2-beds, 2 1-beds, and they've all been bought and then sold on.
And what did we do? How did we split them up? So we bought them all.
Yeah.
But we agreed them all.
We
as
agreed them
source
all,
deals.
and 3 of them were joint ventures. And then one of them was a source deal.
And the joint ventures, just in case someone hasn't done one before, you need to be compliant with 13.3. I can't give you legal advice, but just so you know, look up 13.3, make sure you're compliant. And that meant that the JV partners bought them in their name, and then the other one we sold on as a source deal.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And we charged just a source deal, so we made a few thousand quid selling on as a source deal.
Yep.
And then the 3 joint ventures. What deal number? This was deal number 143 to 146.
Yeah.
Do you want to show? There's the deal report. There you go. So we do a deal report for every deal we do. It's kind of 9, 10, 11 pages long with lots of research.
Yeah, roughly.
So what did you say you would do?
Well, these were they're in decent nick, so the landlord had kind of rented them out. So we came in and we just did like a basic refurb, a quick cosmetic kind of makeover,
How
really.
much?
I think they came in at about like 5-ish each for each flat, very roughly.
So
2-bed was a little bit more, but the 1-beds were fairly inexpensive. And then we said they'd be worth between about 105 and 120, depending on whether it was a 1-bed or a 2-bed and that kind of thing. We ended up getting, well, for one of the 2-beds, they got 124.
So £4,000 over what we said.
Yeah,
cool.
very much.
Well done.
And the other one was kind of closer to 130.
How much did we get?
Just checking now. Hang on.
We have a spreadsheet, obviously.
135.
Oh my god! And we said 120.
125 for that one.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
And for that one, so our deal report said 125, and it sold for 135.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Well done.
And then the 1-beds they sold for 115.
And we said.
And 110.
Right.
And we had said 105. Yeah.
So interesting, isn't it? We bought the set of 4. Our deal report said 105 for the 1-beds, and they sold for 110 and 115. And then the deal for the 2-beds, our deal report said 120, and they sold for
135 and 125.
It's not bad, is it? If you were the JV partner, you wouldn't be unhappy about that, really. And so it's quite useful when you're working with people to try and underestimate where you possibly can, just because people are going to be much happier if you've got an underestimate rather than an overestimate. And I think we did the maths, didn't we? And the 42 deals so far sold that had gone through when we were doing the maths, like about 2 or 3 months ago, they'd sold for £402,000 more than we said. So an average of $9,500 more. But obviously, some sold for lots more than that. And we actually had 6, was it 8? No, 8 sell for under what we said, and 28 sell for over. So statistically, we're nice and over. What went well? The sale prices.
Sale prices, yeah.
What
it was
else
relatively straightforward.
What else went well?
Nice and easy refurbs.
Yeah.
They took a while to buy.
How come?
To do with like legal work, to do with leases and things like that.
It's a property, so now we're into the speed bumps. What went tough?
Yeah, and then there was a problem tenant in one of the flats as well who took a while to come out.
Yes.
Yeah.
The problem. This is the one. The problem tenant put dog poo through the doors of the other flats. I
didn't know that. But, yeah.
we got them out, but they were slightly odd behaviour. Should we just say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're gone, so it's fine.
Cool.
And then that was what went badly. What else was tough?
I think that was about it, really. I think it was fairly straightforward in the grand scheme of things. It was just
We had a break-in.
Oh, did we? Oh, I can't remember that.
Yeah. Do you not remember? You were just having a really tough day.
Oh yeah.
So we came round, and it turns out we'd had a break-in. So they broken the back glass door, and the police you know, to be fair, had come around quite quickly, which was great. And they had called out a locksmith who charged something like 280 quid
Can't remember.
just to change the locks. No, not even to change the locks, just to board it up. And of course, you can't disagree with that because they've been called out by the police. So there's nothing you can do but pay it. And then the other thing, just a little tiny thing, because the back garden started to be used by presumably all the neighbours as a rubbish dump. So we had a big sofa and rubbish. So you have to clear that stuff really, really fast before people start going, oh, I think I'll dump my crap there too.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of odds and sods that you wouldn't expect and buy to sell. But now, we bought all 4. We put no money of our own money in. We sold 1 as a source deal, 3 as joint ventures where the profit was split 50-50. They're all sold. They've all been paid for. Job done.
Yeah.
So now they're all housed by the new people who've bought them.
Nothing to do with us anymore.
No, nothing at all. Any more advice for anybody?
They're a very good way of kind of doing buy to sell and buy to keep as well. You know, you could buy a block and sell a couple and
Yeah.
keep a couple. Yeah.
Good idea. All
Cool.
right. Hope that's helpful. See you soon. Bye.
Cheers.